Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we have Uromastyx babies. You really can't see it, can you? No, you can. There he is. Look at him. We just hatched these guys out. Some more are hatching. Right now, 2 are walking around. This is one of them. And we are going to be setting up a quick little tank for him. And I'm going to show you how I house babies that are just a couple of days old. These right here are the first bloomers. They came out immediately. One of them's already running around. And you know what's funny? I don't even know if you can tell, but this guy looks like he has a little bit of yellow. And this guy looks like he has a little bit of red. And that's the crazy thing about this, because this Uromastyx comes in 2 colors. And even though you could have 2 yellow parents, they could give birth to red babies. Or if you have 2 red parents, they could give birth to 2 yellow babies. Now, usually it's all gonna be the same. However, I was like, oh man, he kind of looks like he's a little yellow. It'd be crazy if this one was red and this one was yellow. But this is the tank I'm gonna put him in. It's like a 20-gallon tank. It's 2 feet long, 18 inches wide, 12 inches tall. A lot of people are always asking, like, what size enclosure should I get for a baby bearded dragon or a baby lizard? Is it safe to go to a larger enclosure? Yes, it is. The only reason I have this is because the enclosure I'm building, I was doing a custom background. It's not done yet. So we have to improvise. Since they're ready and out and about wanting to bask and eat, I have to put them in something, and we're gonna put them in this as a temporary solution, and I'll have that video done, and I will have that set up for putting babies in a larger enclosure as well. It's coming very soon, but I wanted to just show people, like, when I have babies hatch bearded dragons or Uromastyx, how do I house them? And that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get right into this. Let me show you the mind-blowing secrets, because so many people are always like, you can't put them on sand, they're gonna die. And I've done it hundreds of times and they never died, and we're gonna do it today. Okay, so starting off, I am gonna be using these pavers, and I'm gonna put these right here on the warm side. The warm side is gonna be this side, and this will be the cooler side. Even though it's kind of small, it's gonna be hard to achieve a cooler side, but that's a little okay, because these guys do like it warm. Now these pavers are from Home Depot. I got them for like 68 cents a piece, and I use these. You could use bricks, but I use these because they are very good support for the tank. For Uromastyx, they love to burrow, they love to dig, and since they do that, I need something to support the weight of the rocks, because if you put a rock in here by itself, they may dig, and they may dig under it, and it can fall and squish them, so you want to make sure you have support for the rocks in the tank. But also what's good about this is it creates a little hide. It'll be a little hot hide for these guys. Now, I do have this, but I am gonna add some rocks in here as well. I'm gonna add this cool looking rock right here. I got this outside. I'm gonna put it in the back corner right there. Again, I'm putting the rock on the bottom of the glass because I'm gonna put sand in here. When I put the sand in here, it's anchored down. It has nowhere to go. If they dig underneath here, they could dig right here, but it won't fall on top of them. And again, that's extremely important. Go ahead and add another rock right here. We're making like a cool little mountainous area. And for the basking zone, the biggest rock of them all. Oh my gosh. That was a lot. And again, you know, the funny thing about this is the entire setup of this is extremely cheap. Like, I got this play sand from Home Depot. I washed it and it cost me $6. The rocks I got at Home, no, I didn't get at Home Depot. I mean, the pavers I got at Home Depot, they were 68 cents, cost me $6 because I bought a bunch of them. And then these rocks were free. So this entire setup is extremely cheap if you want to do it at home. Obviously, if you have an adult Uromastyx, you're gonna go a much larger scale, but for these newborn babies, I'm doing it this size as is. Now that the sand is in, I like to, like, you know, let them know, kind of let them start a little hole right here, to let them know, hey, this is a spot where you can hide, where you can bask, where you can check it out. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this rock in here, right here. This is a giant's, you know, grapevine that I was gonna put inside the 85-gallon tank. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here in the back. Lots of hides and lots of places. So they can take off back here, go through here, and it's just another hide added into the enclosure. And as you can tell, I really like this. Now it is time for one of the most important steps in this setup, and that is the lighting. So here is the screen top for this setup. Now, this is kind of close, and I've already measured it out. I may have to take this rock out. I think this rock is a little too tall. So we're gonna take this rock out, we're gonna put a different rock in there. It is what it is. Sometimes this stuff happens. You start putting it together, you start to realize, maybe this is a tad too tall for these guys. Let's get smaller. I'm gonna put this rock right there as well. And that's honestly a perfect height. If you can see, I've already measured it out, and that is perfect UVB and heat for this little tank right here. Now, I was thinking of putting the UVB on this side, but the problem, and I really hate this with the Exoterra tanks, is this crossbar. As you can tell right here, I actually cut off the crossbar but I still have this side on, and I'm just like, oh, it sucks that this thing exists because it limits your lighting so much for these guys. So I am using this 24-inch T5 UVB light. It's an Arcadia 6%. Now, I would say use something shorter, but since this is such a small tank, I'm gonna have to use that, and I'm gonna be using some heat bulbs. These are 2 Zoomed 50-watt bulbs right here. We're just gonna put those right on top of there, and let's turn everything on. Now, again, it's such a short tank, you know, the lighting, I only have to use 50 watts to get the basking spot I need. Now, looking at it, it looks freaking awesome. I absolutely love this. It looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and add these little babies in. They actually fell asleep on because they were, you know, there's no heat or anything keeping these guys going. Oh, some lights fell down. Okay. Hey, little guy, I'm gonna put you in here. We're gonna put you in here. He's like, huh? He's like, what is this? He said, do you feel the heat? Do you feel the UVB on your skin? Do you feel it, little guy? These are newborns, and newborns are a little bit more sleepier, but man, I really put them in here and they're just like, huh? And they were cold too, so once they warm up, they're gonna take off. Oh, he likes that. He was like that. He could feel that heat. He's like, ooh, that's some good heat. I feel that. But I have to show you something, and this is gonna blow your mind. One thing super crazy about baby Uromastyx is that they eat poop. Yes, when the mama lays her eggs, she poops all around the eggs. After the eggs hatch, their first meal is dookie. But I've always wanted to test that. So today, their first meal is gonna be a choice. I have some nice lettuce from their mama's tank she was eating on because there's none in the house right now. But I also have her big old dookie from her tank as well. And I'm gonna leave both in the tank to see which one these guys will go for. Let's begin. Which one will the baby eat first? Honestly, I was a little scared because as you can tell, the baby starts sniffing the other one, and I was like, oh my goodness, is he gonna try to take a bite out of his sibling? And then it happened. One of the babies smelt it. He tasted it, look at it. That's what he said. And at first I thought he was gonna go for the greens, honestly. And then, oh my God. No! Oh God, he licked it. Oh! No, dude, oh my goodness. And to be honest, I was watching this live, and to see it back of how he had no hesitation in his eyes. He went straight to eat. I have never in my life, he didn't even care about the green. He immediately went straight for the poop. And he's licking his lips, this sicko. And he goes in for more, which is crazier. He's just eating all the crumbs up. It was fascinating to say the least, also disgusting. But you know, I was like, well, maybe there's hope. Maybe the little guy in the back, he don't know what's up. Maybe he knows that, you know, he's not gonna eat poop, but he's definitely sniffing it. Look at him, he's sniffing around. He smells something. I don't know what he's smelling, but hopefully it ain't that. Now, it took a long time, and as you can see, that little one destroyed that poop, the mama's poop. There was barely any left. I actually had to go back and get another piece of dookie, as you can see right there, that big log right there. I had to go back and get that. So the big sibling, again, was tasting it. He tasted something, right? And I was like, okay, he's gonna go for that nice green piece of lettuce there. I know it's kind of eaten up. That was from the mama, you know? The other sibling over here is just like trying to get all the new shit off. And I was like, oh, he licked it! Jeez! Not you two, dude, not you two. Oh my goodness. There's no hope. There's no hope. So, as you can tell, if you give these guys a choice, both times, they're gonna pick poop over real food. I mean, look at this guy. The second sibling is just over here like, you know what though? I see what he was on about. Thanks for putting me on this. Could not believe what I was seeing with my own eyes, but here we are. Tell me down in the comments, did you think they were gonna eat the poop? Did you think they was gonna choose the poop? Also, this is how I do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.